seniors, we are getting ready to step into the real world. Things like college, relationships, practicing our faith, and figuring out what we want our future to be will control our lives. Most likely, many of us will get caught up in the hoopla and forget that people are still suffering out there. So I went and talked to the big man himself about the importance of charity. Take it away, Father. What is the importance of charity?
And you mean like works of charity?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, those are the concrete ways in which we manifest love for others, right? That's what charity is, another word for love. And whenever we have a picture of my crucifix on my office wall, whenever we do works of charity, we're imitating Christ. We're feeding those whom He loves, which are usually the most vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. What charity works have you done in your lifetime?
What charity? Well, the ones I remember are the ones connected with my seminary training. I helped at an assisted living facility, kind of just played cards, was just being present to the people. I tutored at a high school. Both of those were in college. And then when I was over in Rome, I worked at a soup kitchen with the Missionaries of Charity, Mother Teresa's order. And that was kind of interesting. You know, you have all these poor men coming in and they stink and everything and they're kind of rude, but you're nice to them, you provide a meal for them. And then maybe the most interesting one was working in an HIV home. It was a place where men with HIV lived because they couldn't afford housing on their own or whatever. And that gave me the experience of being very weak because I couldn't speak Italian very well. But again, just to be present to them and showing them real compassion is an important thing about charitable works.
As a Catholic, do you believe that charity work is a moral obligation?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, our Lord Himself says, you know, whatever you do to the least of these little ones, you do to me. So Christ is present in the poor, in the vulnerable, in the uneducated. That's the importance of those corporal and spiritual works of mercy. They are ways of interacting with those who don't have anything, you know, who are rejected, the rejects of society. And that's Christ. Christ, when God became flesh, He was rejected by His own people. So we can fix that a little bit by helping those who are the rejects of our society.
Indeed, I was impressed with his answers, so I decided to interview some students about their view on charity work.
I think that the importance of charity is that it teaches you, and not just people, that happiness comes from sharing what you have to offer and the love that you have to give with others, and just sharing all the good that you have in your life with other people and making it the good in their lives as well.
The importance of charity, I would say, is giving back to those less fortunate than you, because in doing so, not only do you help them, but you help yourself by just knowing that you've impacted someone's life in a positive way, I would say.
Charity is so important because without helping each other, I don't think success is possible. Nobody gets to the top without having someone who helps them, and if you do get to the top, it's lonely if you try to do it yourself, you know? So I think charity is important, and it's not emphasized enough in our culture today.
I would say yes. I'd say that that's what we're taught here, is that, you know, charity is something that we are morally obligated to do. It helps reaffirm our faith and helps us draw closer to God, which is what we're trying to do our whole lives, right?
Absolutely. I think it's a fundamental part of who we are as human beings, is to help each other. So.
Yeah, it's a moral obligation in my life. Well, obligation, I think, makes it sound like a chore. It's actually kind of a joy in my life.
Still wondering about the importance of charity? Well, hopefully this will take care of any doubt. I decided to go and raid the only place I knew where I would get interesting and thoroughly insane answers to my questions. St. Matthew Middle School. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I thought that these kids would be prepared, considering they go to a Catholic school and all. I was wrong. Let's see the evidence. What is the importance of charity?
Give back to people in need who don't have that much and help them, I guess.
No.
You don't know?
Will you help people in need? I don't know. Helping others?
What types of charity work have you done?
I sell clothes.
You sell clothes?
Is that a tip? sell soups to like a soup kitchen?
Yes, at school. Yes, we done a teacher sweep fundraiser. We have raised money for Eric in Tanzania, and we've done a Christmas nursery thing. I've done something that was around Christmas, but I forgot. I've donated clothes and toys.
You feel that charity work is a chore rather than something that you should be doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes, I guess, if you can afford to do it, if you have extra.
But we have to kind of think as it as a fun thing instead of a chore, because that's what God would want us to do. Sometimes, it's kind of what we feel like, but we know it's wrong to think of it like that.
It does not matter whether you are young, old, black, or white, there's always something you can do to help others in need. Charity work is vital for our civilization. As we make our transitions to our new stages in life, we must always remember that there are people out there who need our help. Whether it's starting up a soup kitchen or just helping to serve the food, the smallest things can make the biggest difference. We cannot build our own future without helping others to build theirs. Thank you for watching!